Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the oldest city in the entire Lone Star State, Nacogdoches, Texas, founded in 1776. For this presentation of boys high school basketball, we have with us a district matchup out of Class 5A. We have the home team, Nacogdoches Dragons, facing up against the Jacksonville Indians. Jared Jones here with you. Dre Watkins also with me for this evening's proceedings. Dre, you're a Jacksonville alum. This game means just a little bit more to you personally than usual. What are some of the keys for starting off for Jacksonville to secure a playoff spot?
I think they need to get out and run. Just play their brand of basketball. These teams faced off earlier in the year with Jacksonville being very successful. I think that if they stick to that same game plan, they'll be very, very successful in this game.
Now, on the other end, we have the home team, Nacogdoches Indians. Before that, we're going to have the playing of our national anthem. We'll be right back soon after on the Antler Sports Network.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com. Our show airs on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Can't wait to meet you.
Swinney Computer Services.
Is your computer's life hanging on a thread? Maybe you need to eliminate a pesky virus, speed up your system, or send performance into overdrive. Whatever the case, giving your computer the VIP treatment can be costly, and there aren't a lot of people you can truly trust. That's where we come in. We've been doing this for years, so we know our stuff. We pride ourselves on our ability to fix any computer problem at your home or office. With the most reasonable prices in the industry, there's no reason to go anywhere else. We'll assist with internet and Wi-Fi connections, crashing and freezing issues, software errors, data loss and retrieval, hardware faults and upgrades, virus and spyware removal. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We'll get you going on site, or you can bring your computer to us. Either way, you'll get the VIP treatment you and your computer deserve. Get in touch today and fix your computer the right way.
Swinney Computer Services. Contact us today, 903-386-3656.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Before we have to cut for the national anthem, Dre, what are some of the keys for Nacogdoches to try to secure home court here?
I think Nacogdoches needs to get into their half-court sets, and they just need to run their offense fluidly. There's a lot of turnovers in the first meeting, leading to a lot of easy buckets for Jacksonville. So if Nacogdoches can take care of the basketball and knock down some shots, they'll make this a very, very interesting game.
One thing about Nacogdoches, we know they like to shoot the three ball. Even watching them pre-game before tip-off, they shot a lot of threes, shot a lot of shots from behind the arc. I think I agree with you. That's going to be very vital in trying to secure a win here at home. Here in Dragon Gymnasium, your starting lineup presented by our newest sponsor, ABS T-shirt graphics out of Tyler. Starting for the visiting Indians at forward, number 0, Vito High. Number 3, Carmelo Claiborne. Number 10, Devin McEwen. Number 11, Kamari Gibson. And number 32, Jaden Boyd. For Nacogdoches, their starting 5 goes as follows. Number 1, Jaden Stedman. Number 2, Kirian Tutt. Number 3, Jalen Brown. Number 20, Shaquay Sweat. And number 21, Bryson Tolson. We are ready and set to go for tip-off here at Dragon Gymnasium. Once again, myself, Jared Jones, and Dre Watkins here on the ones and twos between Jacksonville and Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches currently in their home all-white uniforms with the black checkering on the side, black numerals and lettering with the gold trim. Jacksonville in their visiting blues, white striping and yellow striping on the uniforms and pants as Nacogdoches seem to control the tip here, and they do. On Jacksonville, they have the yellow lettering and numerals with the white trim. Jacksonville losing the tip now on defense. Here's Stedman. Stedman looking for something. Skip pass across to Sweat. Sweat for three. Can't get it to go. First shot up, down, no good. Vito High with the rebound. The Indians are out and running. Goes up for the layup. Can't get it to go. Will be Devin McEwen. His first shot gets tipped out of bounds. Fantastic hands by Jalen Stedman.
Great transition defense by Nat getting back.
Jacksonville will inbound under their own basket now. 7:40 left to go. 20 seconds have eclipsed us here in this first quarter of play. Inbounds goes over to Gibson. Gibson hands it off to Claiborne. One thing about Jacksonville, they have, ironically, a three-headed dragon on the offense and defensive end, a big three that has reigned terror on this district and the rest of the state of Texas. A lot of big wins for the Indians so far this year, including 3 ranked teams. They beat Hitchcock, Tatum, and Brock, all by at least double digits. Layup is up and no good for McEwen. A lot of contact, but no foul. Stedman controls possession for Knack. Into the corner, tries to save it, no good, stolen by Vito High. High, the outlets back to Claiborne. Claiborne goes up through contact, and it's going to be a personal foul. Shooting foul is going to be the first personal first team on Nacogdoches. Jalen Stedman, the guard, on that last foul. Carmelo Claiborne shooting 2 shots, the initial shots of the ball game with 7:05 left to go in the first quarter. First shot is up, no good, off the side iron, can't get it to fall. Jacksonville currently entering this ball game with a record of 22-5, 5-1 in district, currently riding a 2-game win streak as the second free throw falls. Jacksonville traveling to Nacogdoches, Texas this afternoon and evening. They are 8-1 on the road, fantastic in other venues. Let's see if they can make that 9 wins on the year. Stedman, tough fading shot, can't get it to go. Fantastic rebound by Jacksonville's Jaden Boyd. Here's Claiborne. Claiborne drives, kicked it to the corner. Corner wide open, Vito High puts it up and knocks it down.
Great pass there by Devin McEwen on the baseline. Gives Vito a wide open 3.
Very tough pass to make through lots of Nacogdoches traffic. Gets it through to the wide open High. Puts it up, knocks it down. 4-0 your score. 6:28 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Sweat now. Looking, can't get anything on offense. Here's Tutt. Tutt swings it to Stedman. Stedman closely guarded by High. Stedman drives, goes up through contact amongst 2 Indians. Can't get his own rebound to fall. Claiborne with the board. Pushes it to High in the corner. Once again, can he get back to back? Can't get it to go. Long shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Jalen Brown. Here's Stedman. Stedman looking. Referee stops his count. Fantastic hands. Going to be tipped out of bounds by Jacksonville's number 11, Kamari Gibson. Possession will go to Knack.
Great hands there by Kamari Gibson, reading the passing lanes there on that pass.
Nacogdoches will inbound right in front of us here at the Antler Sports Network booth in Dragon Gymnasium. Inbound pass goes to Shaquay Sweat. Sweat, hand off to Stedman. Stedman kicks it to the top of the key. Driving, taking the charge, can't get it to go. That last shot up and down, no good by Bryson Tolson. Rebound by Boyd. Fantastic job using that size to keep Stedman away on that last bucket. 6-0 your score, 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play.
Great job by the big fella there running the floor.
Don't really see a lot of big men, especially at his size, having the drive and the want to run down the floor. But buckets like that come easy when you do those tenacious things. And a fantastic charge taken by Jacksonville's Vito High. Possession, Indians. Timeout will be taken by Nacogdoches. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Texas High School basketball on the Antler Sports Network. Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network for this presentation of boys high school basketball. Your score here in Nacogdoches, Texas, as both teams re-enter the floor. Jacksonville holding the 6-0 lead here on the road. That last charge taken by Vito High. The Indians will take possession back. Nacogdoches taking their first 30-second timeout. 5:18 the clock shows.
And Nacogdoches getting some good shots. They're just not able to knock down a bunch of these shots they're getting. They're getting really good looks.
Shots like these you have to hit, especially at home against such a great district opponent. Here's Claiborne on the drive. Goes up, tough shot, even better finish.
Great move by using his left hand by Carmelo Claiborne. A lost art amongst high school players in basketball.
That's his third point of the ball game. After that last layup, your score 8-0 now, 4:50 left to go. Kicks it to the corner now. On the drive is Brown. Brown skips through, can't get it to go. Fantastic hands by Claiborne to get that ball back for Jacksonville. High, pull-up jumper from the wing. Can't get it to go, just short. Fantastic rebound by Jalen Brown. Nacogdoches maintains possession again, and here comes Stedman. Stedman, outlet pass to Tolson. Tolson drives baseline, does a bump. Gonna get a hand on it, but that call will be a shooting foul on Jacksonville. That call is going to be on Jacksonville's number 11, Kamari Gibson, his first team foul. At the line, shooting 2 for the Nacogdoches Dragons is number 21, Bryson Tolson.
Great by Tolson there getting to the baseline. There was no weak side help, and he drew the foul there on Gibson.
Nacogdoches this year sitting at a record of 14-15, 2-4 in district. First shot up and good for Nacogdoches. The Dragons 8-3 at home. So two teams are pretty similar when it comes to record-wise, when it comes to at home and being on the road. So far this season, beating teams by average of 1 singular point as he knocks down his second free throw. Here comes Jacksonville once again. Their average point differential so far, plus 12, handling all of their opponents in groundbreaking fashion as High takes a tough fadeaway shot. Boyd can't get the rebound, but Tolson can. One thing about Nacogdoches so far, they've been very great on the boards, on offense and defense, doing a very great job of controlling the glass as Jacksonville gets the steal. Here comes McEwen. McEwen, tough layup, can't get it to go. Might have been slightly tipped by Jaquay Sweat. Nacogdoches takes possession again. Kicks it to Tolson in the corner. Pump fakes on Boyd, and it's going to be a travel call. Turnover, and that will make head coach Tony Lehman make a substitution. Coming in for Nacogdoches is Damari Weaver. Tolson will be taking a break.
One of the keys to the game early was for Nacogdoches to not turn the ball over, and they've had 2 quick turnovers that's led to transition for Jacksonville.
3 minutes, 45 seconds, only 10 points total so far by both of these teams. One thing about Jacksonville's offense, they've been extremely dynamic. Once again, as we stated earlier, averaging a plus 12-point differential as that foul is going to be called on Nacogdoches' number 3, Jalen Brown, his first personal 3rd team foul. That last foul was on the floor. Claiborne inbounding under his own basket. Boyd sets a screen for High in the corner now. Tight on-ball defense from Sweat. Skips it to Claiborne over on the far side wing. Guarded by Stedman now. Referee continuing his count. Needs to try to get a move on here. Claiborne taking his time. Feeling Stedman out. Fantastic pass back to Claiborne again. Long 3. Can't get it to go. Stedman with the board. Another rebound from Nacogdoches. Just can't seem to get any points out of it. Here's the drive. Kicks it inside. Fantastic pass and feed to Damari Weaver. Coming off the bench and making an immediate impact off that easy deuce.
It's a fantastic pass there.
Let's see if Nacogdoches can try to build some momentum. Their bench hyping their team up. Try to get a stop on defense. Here's High. High drives. Fakes the shot. Kicks it out to the short corner. Can't get it to go is McEwen. Rebounded once again by Nacogdoches. That's back-to-back misses for Jacksonville. Back-to-back rebounds for Nac. Lead pass, and it's sent out of bounds by Claiborne. Claiborne did a great job, but even though he rode his hip, still had great positioning on defense.
It was a great give and go there by Nacogdoches, but a phenomenal recovery there by Carmelo Claiborne.
Inbounding is Weaver. Boyd on him under the basket. Gets it out to Stedman. Wanted to steal there, McEwen, and he gets the bucket to go. Stedman Jalen Stedman, his initial points of the ballgame. Let's see if he can get something going here for this Nacogdoches offense. If they try to claw back into this one, 8-6 your score, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Here's Claiborne. Done a lot of the ball, handling him and high so far this ball game. Fantastic pass to Boyd. Boyd back out to Claiborne. Top of the key three. Rattles in. Fantastic shot from downtown. And all that momentum Nacogdoches just had right down the drain.
It's a great extra pass by Devin McEwen to get Carmelo Claiborne a wide open three.
Way downtown. Stedman responds with an even nicer three. Hits that from a different area code. Stedman, 5 quick points for Nacogdoches, and they're right back into one possession ball game. Minute 43 left to go. Here's Boyd, stolen by Weaver. Weaver rises up, can't get the dunk to go. Should have just went for the easy 2 points. Could have tied the game. Here's Jacksonville now, can extend their lead. Claiborne, fantastic. Find McEwen, gets it to go. Excuse me, to Gibson on that last one.
Sometimes you just need to go up for the layup and just take the 2 points however they come.
At the end of the day, it's still the same amount of points on the scoreboard. On the drive, goes up, can't get it to go, is Tut. Wanted a foul there, but no whistle blown by the referee. Tough layup, taken up by McEwen, can't get it to go. McEwen swings it to Gibson. Gibson to Claiborne. Claiborne drives, immediately met by resistance by Weaver and Tut. Claiborne, deep three, can't get it to go. Still trying to find his shot. Boyd's going to be called on a loose ball foul after Weaver gets that last board. Couple of substitutions made by both teams for Nacogdoches. Coming in is Yoshi Parks and number 0. Tay Tilly also subbing into the ball game. Coming in for Jacksonville is number 5, Cody Kennedy. And also number 2, who we don't have on the roster. We'll try to get that name for you as soon as we can. Fantastic drive and knocks it down is Jaquay Sweat. Fantastic job, even through contact. You thought he would have tried to kick it to the corner, had a man wide open and said, hey, I'll take it myself.
Yes, he did.
37 seconds left to go. Could be the very last possession. One thing about Jacksonville, they're apt at taking their time. So far, averaging about 15 seconds or so per possession. Hands it off now to McEwen. 20 seconds and counting. They definitely are going to use the rest of this clock for one more possession to end the first quarter. 13-11. Jacksonville holding the one possession advantage. Calling for a screen. Rejects it, however. Drives. Has a man in the corner. Pass and crash. Good old-fashioned pass and crash. That shot won't fall. Charge is taken by Sweat. Nacogdoches will have 6.5 seconds to try to get a bucket out of this one.
Beautiful passing crash there by Nacogdoches on the defensive end. Nacogdoches settled in late in this quarter on defense.
At first, it kind of looked like Nacogdoches was going to just let Jacksonville run and gun this one, but trying to stay in the game here. 1 second to go. Takes the shot. Horn doesn't go off, but the shot will not count. The horn didn't go off right at the conclusion of the quarter, but that will end the first quarter of play. Your score here at Dragon Gymnasium, the Jacksonville Indians 13. Yes, the Jacksonville Indians 13, the Nacogdoches Dragons 11. We'll be right back on the Antler Sports Network.
A car is one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's how you get to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat it as such? Whenever your car needs some tender love and care, visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue, just 5 minutes south from Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs to the best of its ability. Any make, any model, any year, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in East Texas. Open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. The second quarter just beginning, 17 seconds showing left on the clock before both of these teams re-enter the court of play. Your score here at Dragon Gymnasium in Nacogdoches, Texans. The Dragons are down at home 13-11. Dre, let's start with the home team, Nacogdoches Dragons. What are some things that surprised you so far about the first quarter of play?
They really stiffened their defense late in that quarter, and they did a good job of moving the ball around and getting easy buckets, not settling for threes.
Jacksonville, if you want to expand this lead, you had a 6-point advantage early on in the first quarter, but you lost it. How do you get that lead back and even grow it and control it for the rest of this ball game?
They need to turn it up defensively. They started the game out with some quick steals that led to the transition buckets, but they kind of got a little stagnant on offense. They need to run their sets the right way and just try to create easy open shots and get to the lane.
Claiborne, Fantastic skip pass. Another skip pass through a lot of traffic is going to be Jermaine Taylor, number 2. We got his name and number. Thank you, Dre, for that last one as Claiborne hits the corner 3. Looks back at Yoshi Parks after that last one. This game might get chippy. 2 district rivals. Latter half of the season, Nacogdoches still fighting for a playoff spot. Jacksonville trying to get the 1 seed in 5A. Swings it over to Tilly. Tilly looking, guarded by Taylor. Finds Tut, free throw line jumpers, 19 feet out, and it rattles in for 2.
Great job with the mid-range shot, just setting his feet and getting a wide open jumper. And he got the shooter's roll.
Tut, after that last bucket, makes your score 16-13. Still a 1-possession game, 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Claiborne kicks it in the corner to McEwen, can't get it to go. Long rebound by Taylor. Taylor spins, finds him back in the corner. It's Claiborne this time. Can he hit it? Yes, he can. Wide open through. That's back-to-back 3-point bombs for Claiborne.
Claiborne's starting to heat up here to start the second quarter, and we've seen this a lot throughout the season.
One thing about this Jacksonville team, 1 through 5, you cannot leave them open. Entry pass into Tilly, can't get it to go. Gets us on rebound, however, gets through 2 Jacksonville defenders. Wide open 3 for Parks. Can't get it to go, can't get the shooter's roll that time. And it's going to be a loose ball foul called on Tay Tilly. His first personal foul. 4th team foul for Nacogdoches. Checking back in is the starting guard, Jalen Brown. Kieran Tutt, also a starting guard, taking a seat. 6:25 and counting left to go in the first half of play. The Dragons have the arrow, but also are down 19-13. Let's see if Jacksonville can continue their offensive onslaught. Looking at the 3 ball so far this evening to get most of their points. Tried to look for the roll there. The roll guy, Jermaine Taylor, couldn't get it, but is tipped out of bounds. Their officials are going to say last touch Jacksonville. Another turnover for Jacksonville. The dry spell continuing for them. They get all this offensive momentum, and it's turned the ball over.
Yeah, they have. And you have to give some credit to Nacogdoches for stepping up on defense after a shaky start there early in the first.
Stedman, long 3, can't get it to go, but does get the rebound. Tried to get it to Tilly under the basket, but out of bounds. No dice. Jacksonville will get possession here. 5:55 left to go in the first half of play. Both teams playing a relatively disciplined game. Nacogdoches having 14 fouls, Jacksonville having 3. Here's McEwen. McEwen up to Claiborne. Claiborne takes yet another 3. Can't get it. Long shot that time. Couldn't get his same luck to fall. Fantastic rebound by Tilly, and Stedman and the Dragons will go back on offense. Little miscommunication there. Tilly tried to set a screen. In that corner was Jalen Brown. Just couldn't link up on that last one. You can't have plays like that if you're trying to get back into this game against such a dynamic team.
So I agree. You can't have turnovers against a team that likes to get out and run in transition.
Timeout seems to have been taken. Is going to be taken by by Jacksonville. 30-second timeout, and we will take that timeout with them. You're watching Texas High School Basketball on the Antler Sports Network.
Wings Inc. of Tyler believes there's no such thing as too many wings. With 16 flavors ranging from barbecue to Caribbean jerk, you'll be sure to find a favorite. Feed the crew no matter their hunger with 50, 75, and 100-piece wing combos available for all your game day festivities. Don't want wings? Wings Inc. has specialty fries and even wedge salads. Try the shrimp and avocado salad, topped with fresh Cajun rolled shrimp and vibrant avocado with your choice of 5 dressings. Watch the game on our large 65-inch TV while enjoying the best wings in East Texas. Find Wings Inc. at 16669 FM 2493 Old Jacksonville Highway in Tyler, just 3 miles south of Fresh.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. We resume play. 5.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Nacogdoches still down 19-13. Let's see if the Dragons can try to get something going. They kept the game within 1 possession for multiple possessions. Just can't seem to find some momentum and get consistent scoring out of either of their players. There's going to be a drive by Kamari Gibson. It's also going to be a foul. Tried to set up for the charge, but just couldn't get it. That last foul is going to be on Jalen Stedman. His second personal foul, 15th foul at the line, shooting 2 for Jacksonville is number 11, the starting forward, Kamari Gibson.
Great job by Gibson getting to the lane and not settling for a jump shot there and drawing the foul.
First shot is out the front iron, no good. Jacksonville entering into this game, leading the all-time series between these two teams since 2007. 15 wins to 12 wins. I see you nodding your head over there, Dre. A little bit of hometown pride?
Just a little bit, man. You try not to root for your Indians, but, man, you love your hometown for sure.
Trying to get the rebound is Brown. Multiple players trying to scrap for it. Jacksonville will have possession for just a moment. It's going to be a jump ball called. The possession arrow is pointing to Nacogdoches' side, and they will take possession. Gibson wanted to be Jacksonville ball, but making a quick substitution are the Indians. Coming back in is Vito High, the Bossier Parish Community College commit. And also, speaking of Vito, on the Antler Sports Network Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line halftime report, we will hear from Vito's AAU club team. Ballers Nation will hear about what their feelings are and their overall belief on their brand as the new season begins. Stedman, fantastic bounce pass into Tate Tilly. You almost couldn't see, you thought it almost looked like he got his shot blocked when he was trying to go all the way up, but it was just a nice little sneaky bounce pass there.
It almost looked like a strip that fell right into the shooter.
Speaking of Stedman, that next foul is going to be on Jalen Stedman. That is his third foul. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second, and you have 4 fouls. Definitely got to make a substitution there, and they will. Kieran Tutt subbing back in for the starting point guard for Nacogdoches.
He's going to get a nice lengthy rest on the bench there with those fouls.
Can't get into foul trouble early, especially if you're trying to claw back into this one. The biggest lead so far has only been 6, 19-15 your score. Jacksonville still ahead. Gonna be a reaching foul called on Nacogdoches number 20, Jaquay Sweat. His second personal foul, the team's 7th foul. That's going to result in 1-1. Going to the line will be, as we spoke to earlier, the senior forward, Bossier Parish Community College commit, Vito High, heading to the Bayou at the end of this season. National Signing Day was just this week. Fun fact, 6 Indians total signing to play at the next level. It's going to be a loose ball foul on that next free throw. That foul is going to be on Jacksonville's number 2, Jermaine Taylor. His first personal 4th team foul. Dragons will take possession. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Jacksonville immediately looking to implement a half-court press this time. You usually see them implement press in the full court. As High tries to contest that ball, goes out of bounds. Nacogdoches will maintain possession. High protesting his case, but Nacogdoches will keep ball here.
Jacksonville quickly jumps in a 1-2-2 zone there.
Want to remind you guys of our next broadcast coming up next week. We will have the Carlisle Indians facing off against the Big Sandy Wildcats. Playoff spot on the line on February 8th, 7:30 tip-off time. You can watch it here on the Antler Sports Network, on the Antler Sports Network live viewer, brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services. On the drive, it's going to be a falling Kamari Gibson. Going to be Jermaine Taylor on that last one. Couldn't really see what's going on. A lot of traffic under the basket, but still ending in 2 points for the Jacksonville Indians. 21-15 your score. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the first half. As you said, Dre, earlier, that 1-2-2 zone, it appears to be, as the corner 3 is knocked up by Jalen Brown. Could that be the shot that they needed? Back to a one-possession game, 21-18.
Yeah, sometimes when you get in the coach room, man, you just want to see one go in the net, man, to try to break the ice.
Claiborne can tell you all about that. Fantastic skip pass into lots of traffic. It's going to be most likely a travel call, and it will be. Jermaine Taylor had fantastic post positioning at the time of the pass. Just amongst 2 guys, not really much you can do.
Drug that pivot foot one too many times there for Taylor.
Nacogdoches will get possession again. Chance to tie this ball game back up. This will be the first tie since the initial 0-0 tie at the beginning of this ball game. Fantastic pass. It's going to be Brown again.
Fantastic pass there in the middle of the zone there by Brown.
Quick 5-0 run here for Nacogdoches, making your score 21-20. 3 minutes and a hair of seconds. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Here's Claiborne. Takes the screen, steps back, wants that 3 but doesn't take it. It's going to be guarded by Brand now. Claiborne dancing, pump fakes, fadeaway shot, can't get it, no good. Strong rebound by Tate Tilly. Nacogdoches has the chance to take their first lead of the ball game with a bucket here.
Great half-court defense there by Nacogdoches on that possession. Stayed in front of their man, beat them to the spot, and contested the shot.
One thing about not only these 2 teams, but the entire district with teams like Huntsville, Tyler High, White House, everyone's very athletic. So little things like bounce passes and more basketball IQ-oriented plays are the difference between winning and losing, or even winning district championships, or even a playoff spot.
Sometimes the best play is a simple play.
Here's Tilly on the drive. It's going to be a charge call, and it will be. That's going to be on number 0, Tate Tilly. That'll be a personal foul, team foul number 8. Here's Claiborne. Walking across the timeline, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. High trying to get both positioning on Sweat, and he does. Just a hair away from the block, spins, fades, doesn't get anything, kicks it back out to Claiborne. Has a screen from Taylor, doesn't take it, rejects it. Fantastic lead, gets through contact, doesn't get the shot to go, neither does he get a foul. Rebounded again by Taylor. That's 4 rebounds so far in the second quarter alone. Here's Tutt. Tutt kicks it in the corner to Brown. Fantastic pass to Sweat, can't get it to fall. Gives it right back to Sweat, however, and gets the 2-point bucket to go. We have our first lead change of the ball game, 22-21. Nacogdoches up.
It's a great job by Sweat there, just not giving up on the play.
Not a lot of fans here in Dragon Gymnasium, but both teams are seeming to come alive now as this game inches closer and closer. High in the corner, heavily contested 3, knocks it down, and 1. Vito High.
What a great shot there by Vito High. Took the contact and knocked down the 3 for the 4-point play.
Fair to say, shots like that are going to get you a scholarship to Bossier Parish. Both teams are making substitutions now. Coming in for Nacogdoches, number 22, Tim Cox. Coming in for Jacksonville is going to be number 23, Calvin Bryant, and number 12, Ryan McCowan.
I want to give a special shout out to Calvin Bryant for recently signing earlier this week to Southwestern Oklahoma State for football.
High shot, straight through. Coming in for number 11, Kamari Gibson, is Jaden Boyd, the starting big man. Here comes Nacogdoches, down on the back foot once again after that highlight from Vito High. We'll definitely see that on the Twitter page after this ball game proceeds. Nice hands by Claiborne, can't get the steal, however. Back at it is Nacogdoches now. Finds it over, swings it to Tim Cox. Cox in the corner, passes it, can't get this 3-pointer to fall, but does get the rebound, however. High tips out of bounds, and it will be Nacogdoches' ball. 59.29 seconds left to go in the first half.
It's a great job working the glass there by Nacogdoches, creating second and third possessions.
Cox inbounding under his own basket now, swings it over to Weaver. Weaver drives, goes up through both of the Jacksonville defenders, doesn't matter. Easy bucket for 2.
He's a good ball player there, Jared.
Coming off the bench, might want to be starting here. He's been a fantastic spark for head coach Tony Lehman and the Dragons as they try to cut this lead out once again. 1-point ball game, 38 seconds left to go. Claiborne taking his time. 25-24 your score. Jacksonville with their biggest wins coming on some of their biggest wins coming on December the 9th against number 3 in 2A Hitchcock. On the 12th of December, on the 10th of December, beating number 9 in 3A Brock by a score of 53-44. And earlier, the month prior, on the 19th, defeating Tatum, the number 6 team in 3A, will have their game against Wascom on the Antler Sports Network next week as well, beating them by a score 85-52. It's going to be a moving screen. That call is going to be on Jacksonville's number 23, Calvin Bryant. 15th foul, first personal foul. Nacogdoches will have a chance yet again. A little bit of deja vu. Waning seconds of the end of the quarter. Jacksonville makes a mistake. Nacogdoches gets a chance at one more shot. There's going to be a travel called on Nacogdoches' Kyrian Tutt. It will be Jacksonville ball once again. Just a hair over a second. Let's get a hair under a second. 0.72 seconds left to go. I might have wanted Ryan McCowan inbound the ball with that last name. He's got to be pretty good at throwing the ball when you think. Half-court shot off the backboard, no good, and that will end the first half of play. Your score here at Dragon Gymnasium. Jacksonville holding the narrow 25-24 lead. We'll be right back here on the Antler Sports Network, but first, we have the Drip Like Jesus Apparel Line halftime report. We'll hear from Elijah Kopuk and the rest of the Ballers Nation family as they enter the 2022 AAU summer season.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
This Ballers Nation is basically just a time for us to get better, but also come together as one. Basically, feel like we're just a big family, bettering each other, pushing each other to a different level, while also loving each other in different ways. like if you were in like to get at home, had a bad time, come here, get in some work, but also be with your sisters while doing what you love.
Okay, so what Ballers Nation means to me is Ballers Nation is just like one big family. It's a place to get better outside of a school setting, not worried about wins and losses, but worried about how you progress, like as a player, as a person. You know, it's tied through, you know, how God can help us and the strength that God has in our playing and stuff like that. So very Christian based. You know, it's just one big happy family. You know, we come in, we put work in, we go to tournaments, we win together, we lose together, we learn from it. One big happy family.
What Ballers Nation mean to me is for a chance for the East Texas kids to showcase their talents against the higher cities in the Texas area. It gives our kids an opportunity to play on that platform. It's the longest standing organization in East Texas.
Ballers Nation is a great organization to build young kids around East Texas and take it to the next level to play college basketball at a higher level.
Ballers Nation to me is more than just basketball. It's an organization that builds character, emotional resilience, family, and just overall becoming a better person.
It's the brand. Nobody's bigger than it. Family orientated, God-fearing organization. I mean, we just going on 18 years plus, trying to bring something to the community to where it's not just a bunch of kids just running around. Just learning the game, just learning life through the game of basketball. Each year it gets better and better. The girls learn more and more each year. We try to keep them on the toes. We try to push them outside of their boundaries. It's just something that I believe God blessed us to be a part of and to put out. Just trying to show people that you don't have to go outside of your community. You only have to go outside of the state to get what you want. That's just in my heart. I believe that if you do it the right way, show these young ladies that they can go from princesses to queens just by homing in on their skills and just be confident in what they do, that it help them in life. It's just a tight-knit family of young ladies, parents that trust us to do what we need to do as far as showing these young ladies how to play basketball. I mean, they love each other, they take care of each other, they're confident around each other, even when we have a new group every year.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com. Our show airs on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Can't wait to meet you.
Swinney Computer Services.
Is your computer's life hanging on a thread? Maybe you need to eliminate a pesky virus, speed up your system, or send performance into overdrive. Whatever the case, giving your computer the VIP treatment can be costly, and there aren't a lot of people you can truly trust. That's where we come in. We've been doing this for years, so we know our stuff. We pride ourselves on our ability to fix any computer problem at your home or office. With the most reasonable prices in the industry, there's no reason to go anywhere else. We'll assist with internet and Wi-Fi connections, crashing and freezing issues, software errors, data loss and retrieval, hardware faults and upgrades, virus and spyware removal. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We'll get you going on site, or you can bring your computer to us. Either way, you'll get the VIP treatment you and your computer deserve. Get in touch today and fix your computer the right way.
Swinney Computer Services. Contact us today. 903-386-3656.
It's the brand. Nobody's bigger than it.
As hey-ya plays here in Dragon Gymnasium, we want to say hey-ya to everyone watching here on the Antler Sports Network and on the Antler Sports Network live viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. We have a pretty tight-knit game here, to say the least. Jacksonville holding a 25-24 lead here at the half. You said that Jacksonville needs to limit their, you wanted Jacksonville to run out and run? Is that what you said at the beginning of the ball game here as one of the keys to the game for the Indians?
Yes, they need to get out and run. They're not generating enough turnovers right now in the half court on their defense. And for Nacogdoches, man, they're doing a good job of just grinding it out, man. You need these real gritty games that you just grind out and get buckets. It's a very, very well-fought game on both teams.
Now, for Nacogdoches, you're at the bottom of the district standings. You're tied with Huntsville for the final playoff spot in the district, but they hold the tiebreaker. You have a 1-point deficit against the number 2 team, arguably even the number 1 team in the district, the top dog. If you're head coach Tony Lehman, what are you telling your guys in the locker room as they come out to a 1-point game to start the second half?
Just continue to grind it out, man. Games like this against really, really good teams, man, they're tough, but they're good for your morale if you can just sneak out a win here, man. So to continue to just compete defensively, man, and just give your best effort. And offensively, just continue to do what you're doing. Get to the lane and kick for easy buckets, and defensively continue to do what you're doing also by sliding, rotating, passing, and crashing, and beating them to the spot, because Nacogdoches did a great job defensively late in that first quarter and the whole second quarter.
Want to give you guys a quick reminder to tune in back here on the Antler Sports Network as the Big Sandy Wildcats host the Carlisle Indians in a spot for a playoff spot. Here on the Antler Sports Network on February 8th, 7:30 p.m. Tip-off coverage will begin about 5 minutes prior to that. So if you guys can tune in, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to follow us across social media. Follow us on Twitter at Antler_SN, on YouTube and our Facebook pages at the Antler Sports Network. You can even Google search us or simply go online to AntlerSN.com for the latest East Texas sports news and where you can find all of our streams on the Antler Sports Network live viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler. With 1 minute and 14 seconds left before play resumes, we're going to take a 1-minute break. You're watching the Antler Sports Network, presented by Thompson Tire and Services of Tyler.
A car is one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's how you get to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat it as such? Whenever your car needs some tender love and care, visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue, just 5 minutes south from Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs to the best of its ability. Any make, any model, any year, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in East Texas. Open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. We resume the second half of play. Jacksonville 25, Nacogdoches at home with only 24. Here's Claiborne now crossing the timeline after the inbound from High. 7, close traction. Here comes High. Drives, can't get anything going. Jump pass out to the wing. Wide open 3, up and down and good for Kamari Gibson.
Great driving kick there by Vito. Lead to a wide open shot there by Gibson for the 3.
Now, Dre, before we took our final break of the Drip Like Jesus halftime report, you said you were expecting Jacksonville to put on a little full court pressure. That's exactly what they've done.
Oh, yeah, no question. You get easy stops and get transition buckets. The big key for the second half is getting transition buckets for Jacksonville.
Even for Nacogdoches as well, you see they've gotten a lot of steals. As Boyd gets that last steal, both teams gotten forcing a lot of turnovers on the other, just not able to convert on them. High puts up yet another three, can't get it to go. Ball goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Nacogdoches possession. 7:07 left to go. 28-24. Jacksonville has a slight lead. Inbounding is Sweat, trying to find Stedman, and does. Gets it back to Sweat. Corrals it in. Kick pass over to Tut. Tut in the corner to Tilly. Tilly shoots a three over Boyd. Knocks it down. Tolson with an easy three for Nacogdoches. Back to a one-possession game. Officials blowing the last whistle, wanted to get that last substitution and just forgot to. I guess he seems to be injured. Coming off is for the injured Dragon, number 2, Kyrian Tut. Coming back in is Damari Weaver. The spark off the bench. Maybe he's going to get a little extra minutes with Kyrian Tut, seeming to have an ankle injury. We'll try to keep you updated. High, long, top of the key three. Rattles in and out, no good. Nice athletic rebound from Jalen Brown. Brown's done a great job of using all that size and athleticism to not only control the glass for Nacogdoches, but also control the interior offense and defense.
They did a good job of anchoring their defense and also crashing the glass off missed shots.
Here's Stedman. Stedman, tough fall-away jumper, no good. Big rebound by Boyd. Stedman tries to get the steal, but Gibson controls. Here's Claiborne. Claiborne goes up through traffic, gets it to go. Fantastic finish in traffic by Carmelo Claiborne.
It's a great job there in the transition bucket, man. Transition is going to be really, really big in this half.
Here's Weaver. Weaver bobbing and weaving through the Jacksonville defense. In the corner three, Brown, Green from deep.
Great driving kick there.
We have another tie ball game. The second time this game has been tied. This time we're at 30 all. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left to go. Tries to get that three-pointer right back. Can't get it to go as McEwen. But this time, Jacksonville gets another offensive rebound. Here's Boyd, top of the key three. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebounded by Tolson. Nacogdoches, the second opportunity they had in this ball game to try to take a lead. Let's see if they can convert and take their first lead of the ball game this go-round. Multiple dribble handoffs here by Nacogdoches. Yet another one. That's the third straight. Here's Stedman. Finds a fantastic cutting. Jaquay Sweat. Nacogdoches 32. Jacksonville 30.
What a fantastic pass there by Stedman.
Timeout taken from Jacksonville. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching Texas Boys High School Basketball on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network live viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
Wings Inc. of Tyler believes there's no such thing as too many wings. With 16 flavors ranging from barbecue to Caribbean jerk, you'll be sure to find a favorite. Feed the crew no matter their hunger with 50, 75, and 100-piece wing combos available for all your game day festivities. Don't want wings? Wings Inc. has specialty fries and even wedge salads. Try the shrimp and avocado salad, topped with fresh Cajun rolled shrimp and vibrant avocado with your choice of 5 dressings. Watch the game on our large 65-inch TV while enjoying the best wings in East Texas. Find Wings Inc. at 16669 FM 2493 Old Jacksonville Highway in Tyler, just 3 miles south of Fresh.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Nacogdoches, before Jacksonville caught that timeout, took their first lead of the game after a fantastic cut and bucket by Jaquay Sweat. Let's see how Jacksonville responds. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville down 2, 32 to 30 is your score. Here's McEwen. Hands it to Boyd, but gets it right back to him. Guarded by Brown. Brown hitting the three that started this run, and is going to be a charge taken. Fantastic charge taken by Tolson, and it's going to be Nacogdoches' possession.
Nacogdoches did a good job of just getting in position to take the charge, man. They really put their bodies on the line for the better of the team here defensively.
McEwen, after that last offensive foul, his second personal foul, first team foul of the half for Jacksonville. Here's Stedman now. Stedman takes the Tolson screen, has Boyd on him now. Takes a long three, knocks it down, falls, doesn't matter. Green light from beyond the arc. Once again, Stedman from a different area code. This kid ain't afraid to let it fly, to say the least. High with the screen. Here's Claiborne. Dragons from Days in trying to gain a little bit of liveability as they try to get this lead back and control it this time. Claiborne, response three, can't get it to go. Wrist rebound by High, rebound by Tolson. They have a chance to extend their lead even more. 35-30 is your score. Here's Weaver. Weaver drives, gets it to Brown, knocks it down for two. 37-30 is now your score. 4 minutes left to go. Nacogdoches has busted this game wide open.
Right now, they're just playing passionate basketball, man. They're getting to their spots, and they're knocking down shots.
Claiborne on the drive, tries to find Boyd. Out of bounds, fantastic hands by Jaquay Sweat. Jacksonville will maintain possession now.
You start to hear the crowd starting to get into it here for these Nacogdoches Dragons.
The Nacogdoches Golden Dragons, 5th right now at 5A Region 2 District 17. They have the chance to take the 4th seed over Huntsville. They lost the first meeting between these two teams, 67-44. And it's going to be yet another charge taken. Another Jaquay Sweat charge, another Jacksonville turnover. This time, Vito High getting caught slipping on that last drive. His first personal foul, team second foul. Boyd taking a seat, coming back in is Jermaine Taylor. He only has 1 foul. Dragons will take possession again. 37-30 your score, 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play.
For the Dragons here, you just cannot become satisfied with having a 7-point lead. This is a very dangerous Jacksonville offense.
Here's Weaver. Weaver, pull-up jumper, 19 feet out, can't get it to go. Rebounded by McEwen, and it's going to be a foul. That foul is going to be on Jaquay Sweat. His 4th personal foul, first team foul. To say the least, he's going to definitely take a seat here.
That foul's going to hurt the Dragons too, because Jaquay Sweat was giving them a lot of energy there on the defensive end, taking a lot of charges, playing very, very solid defense.
Carrion Tutt abruptly leaving the second quarter with it seemed to be a tweaked ankle, seems to be good to go, entering back into the game for Jaquay Sweat, who's in foul trouble now. Here are the Indians. Claiborne kicks it over to Taylor. Taylor at the free throw line, gets it to the corner. Corner three up, no good, almost an air ball, but just kisses the side of the rim. Rebound Tutt. Skip pass. With multiple players trying to get that one, it's going to be Jacksonville possession. Coach Tony Lehman not happy with that last pass from Jalen Stedman. Difficult pass to make.
Yeah, no question. Especially in the transition. A lot of pass over athletes.
Here's Claiborne. Cross to the timeline. Gets it over to Gibson. Gibson trying to find Claiborne and does. There's going to be a loose ball foul being called on Jalen Stedman. That is going to be his 4th personal foul. Foul another guard. Another big player for Nacogdoches in foul trouble. Subbing in for him will be Yoshi Parks.
That is a very crucial foul for Nacogdoches because that is their play initiator, their point guard there.
The floor general, to say the least, for Nacogdoches, especially here at home against such a tough opponent. You need players like that for as long as possible. Also subbing in is Devarian Boyd for Jacksonville, getting his initial action in the ball game. Here's Claiborne, guarded by Parks. Kicks it over and is stolen by Tay Tilley. Fans here in Nacogdoches wanting to travel. Either way, it's going to be a turnover. Neither team has had a bucket in about 2.5 minutes of game time.
Defense is starting to settle in here in this third quarter. Getting down and defending, taking charges.
Here's Parks. Hands it to Tutt. Tutt driving. McEwen on him. No 5-second count. Fantastic find. Even better finish on that last bucket is Damari Weaver, continuing to be a spark on offense for Nacogdoches. 39-30 your score. Minute 54 left to go in the third. Kicks it out to McEwen. McEwen back out to Claiborne. Claiborne taking the screen from Taylor. Tries to slip it. Nacogdoches is on it though. Pump fake. Gets it back out. Stolen by Weaver. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Jacksonville ball. Fantastic hustle by Weaver to stay in the passing lanes. He's done that a lot so far. A lot of athletic plays from multiple Dragons. Almost inconsistent even though Stedman's out and even Tutt's been out for a little while. They haven't slowed down the pace. They haven't dipped in their hustle so far.
Weaver's giving you a lot of energy there, man, on both sides of the ball.
Screen for Claiborne, tries to slip it. Yoshi Parks on that steal. Fantastic job by Nacogdoches to pretty much extinguish this Indian offense. Here's Parks, looking. Wanted to find him, is going to be called for a travel there.
And the travel is probably the best thing there for the Dragons in that situation because Carmelo Claiborne had a wide open steal for a wide open bucket there.
Probably would have been a dunk.
No question.
Jacksonville will take possession again. 39-30 still your score. Minute 16 left to go in the third quarter. This has been the biggest lead by either team. Before that, Jacksonville had a 8-2 lead in the first quarter. Hasn't been matched since. High follow-away jumper. Can't get it to go. He's been cold so far this ball game, both from beyond the arc and inside. Yoshi Park seeming to get a little bit chippy here. Officials blowing the whistle multiple times. Don't think a technical was assessed, however. Possession arrow is pointing to the direction of Nacogdoches. Officials trying to calm down the situation before things got too heated. Subbing in for Yoshi Parks will be Nacogdoches number 22. Tim Cox coming back in. Definitely a shooter. You saw it during pre-games, knocking out a lot of shots, putting up a lot of shots.
They're definitely putting up a lot of shots, man. He's definitely a shooter there, especially in that corner.
Jacksonville making yet another change. Kamari Gibson coming back in. This time, Devarian Boyd taking a seat next to head coach Mark Alexander. 58 seconds and counting, 39-30 your score. Nacogdoches holding the lead. Here's Weaver, triple team to the corner. Gets it up to Tilly, tough shot. Baby hook bucket, good. 41-30 your score. 47 seconds left. Jacksonville needs to get a bucket in any way they can. Here's Claiborne directing this Jacksonville offense. Has Cox on him. Drives, baseline. Tough shot over two defenders, can't get it to go. Weaver, fantastic rebound, is going to be called for a loose ball foul. Devin McEwen on that loose ball foul, his third personal foul, third team foul. McEwen will take a seat. He has 3 fouls, the most fouls amongst his Indians so far. Coming back into the game will be Ryan McCowan, the guard. Here's Tutt, guarded by Claiborne. Claiborne giving him his left. Tries to switch back to the right and does. Taking his time. Here's Weaver. Weaver to Tutt. Tutt over to Tilly. Tilly goes up. Count the bucket. Good. Nacogdoches is reeling right now on the offensive end. 16.65 seconds left. 43-30 your score. Jacksonville falling behind more and more as time goes on.
That's a great job there on the extra pass to lead to an and one bucket.
Free throw rattles in, gets the shooter's roll. 16 seconds left to go on that last foul for Jacksonville was Ryan McCowan, recently subbing in, getting a quick one. 10 seconds left to go. Here's High, guarded by Weaver. This could be a good matchup to see down the stretch. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Claiborne, tough shot, fall away. Nothing but air, and that'll be nothing but buzzer. The end of the third quarter, we got ourselves a ball game. Nacogdoches swinging the momentum to their favor here at home. Nacogdoches Dragons 24, Jacksonville 30. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Fourth quarter beginning. It's crunch time. This is where big-time players make big-time plays. Nacogdoches holding the lead at home, 44. Jacksonville down on the road with 30. We want to direct you guys over to antlersn.com/watch on February the 8th at 7:30 for our next ball game. Big Sandy at home against the Carlisle Indians. Playoff spot on the line. We resume play back here at Nacogdoches, Texas. Jacksonville will take possession to open the final frame. Here's Claiborne. Claiborne couldn't get the last shot to fall as time expired in the third quarter. Back to McEwen now. McEwen to Claiborne. Claiborne drives amongst 2 defenders, hop steps, goes through, can't get it to go. But gets his own rebound, however, goes from out of bounds, almost across the entire length of the half court. High, wide open, drives, goes up, very athletic finish.
A much needed bucket there by Jacksonville.
Jacksonville needed to stop the bleeding with a basket as soon as possible, and they did. Here's Tutt now, guarded by Claiborne. Tutt driving, spinning. Referee Mike Monoblows was on the 5-second call. Cox wide open 3-corner, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Brown, goes up and goes down for the 2.
Brown is working there down on the boards.
Brown and McEwen, excuse me, not Brown and McEwen, Brown and Weaver, 2 early contenders for the Boss Hog Mobile Detail Player of the Game. Both of these guys using all that athleticism to make clutch plays for Nacogdoches down the stretch.
Gritty and tough buckets, man. Gritty on the defensive end as well.
Shots no good. McEwen on that last personal foul, making that 4. He's definitely going to be taking a seat. Here's Claiborne, posting up. Swings over to the corner to McEwen. He's still in the game with 4, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That last foul is on Jacksonville's Tim Cox, his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. Devin McEwen with the 4 personal fouls of his own, shooting 2 shots now. Shot rattles in and out, no good. Coming back into the game is the starting forward, Jaquay Sweat. Tim Cox taking a seat. Jacksonville, after this ball game here, will be at home against Huntsville on February the 8th. Then we'll travel to Lufkin on the 11th, and their final game of the season against White House on the 15th. Loose ball foul is going to be called on Jacksonville. Still waiting to see what that foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Jermaine Taylor. Second personal foul, 6th team foul. Team foul trouble being the early story for Jacksonville. They try to call back into this one. If you watch the first half, this exact same situation, but flip this time.
No question.
Jacksonville going back into that full court press, just haven't really been able to force a lot of turnovers out of it. They had a turnover at the beginning of the third quarter, really nothing since. Tutt off the backboard, no good. Very athletic rebound by Gibson. There's going to be a reaching foul called by the far side official. That foul is going to be on number 3, Jalen Brown. His second personal foul, 4th team foul.
And for Jacksonville here, you just need to string some stops together.
The Dragons here coming off of a 4-game losing skid. Their last win coming on the 1st of the month against Huntsville, 72-62. Claiborne, mid-range jumper, off the back iron, no good. Sweat with the rebound. He's going to take it himself this time, couldn't find a guard. Sweat driving, tries to get the pass to Tilly, but goes out of bounds. Possession, Jacksonville. Bit of miscommunication there. Nacogdoches on the road so far, holding the second worst record when traveling this season, only behind White House, who's winless on the road. Coming into the ball game for Taylor is number 23, Calvin Bryant. Calvin Bryant getting some more action, had a couple of minutes in the second quarter. Vito High can't get that 3 to fall, but tries to get the bucket to fall after the foul. No good. Airballing that last one. High's been cold, to say the least, not the killer that we've seen throughout this season.
Yeah, and it happens, man. Sometimes it's just not your night. You just got to find ways to contribute the game in other ways. Defensive rebounding, hustle plays.
Jaquay Sweat, his 5th personal foul after that last bucket. Officials talking to Nacogdoches head coach Tony Lehman. Don't know what they could be discussing here. Anticipating his entry back into the ballgame, Yoshi Parks. Jacksonville 9-2 against common opponents, playing teams such as Huntsville, Tyler High, and White House. Against those same opponents so far this year, Nacogdoches is an even 500, 6-6. High's first shot up and good. Jacksonville in their last ball game coming off of a win at home against Tyler High, 73-55 as High misses the second rebound, but is rebounded by McEwen. Claiborne takes a quick 3, can't get it to go. Tries to get the rebound is Jacksonville, and McEwen will come down with it once again. Takes the tough fall-away jumper at the free throw line, knocks it down, good to go for 2. 6:10 left to go in the 4th. 46-35 is your score. Jacksonville trying to chop down the tree that is this Dragons lead. Tries to go for the steal. Little too much contact there. That'll be a second personal foul. 17 foul. Nacogdoches will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 6:03 left to go. Time is not on Jacksonville's side, to say the least.
Yes, I agree. They just need to continue to try to fight scratch and claw their way back into this game and continue to be gritty on defense and get some stops and get that lead to easy transition buckets.
Front half of the 1-and-1 shot up and good from Yoshi Parks. Second shot good. 48-35 is your score. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's Claiborne now. Claiborne switches to the corner. Gets it back, top of the key, three, knocks it down. Great response from Claiborne to get another bucket for Jacksonville at a very much needed time.
Big shot there by Claiborne.
Here's Tutt, trying to cross the timeline. Nacogdoches needs to get some move on, and they do. Although this might be a road game, Jacksonville traveling very well. Right behind us, you can probably hear them egging their Indians on as they try to cut down this deficit. 10-point game, 48-38 is your score. 5:25 left. Tilly, corner three, no good. Rebounded by Weaver, gonna be tipped out of bounds, Jacksonville ball.
It's a great box out there by Kamari Gibson.
Bryson Tulsa, the starting combo guard, coming back in. Tay Tilly taking a seat. Jacksonville will be taking a timeout. That seems to be a full timeout, and we'll take that timeout with them. You're watching Texas Boys High School Basketball on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. 5:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville down 48-38 to the Nacogdoches Dragons here at home. Dre, what's a quick hitter that Jacksonville needs to boost their energy up and try to get back into this one with a hair over 5 minutes to go?
A bucket and a stop here would be really, really big here for the Indians. There's a lot of ball left to be played here, and there's over 5 minutes left in the game. Just need to be calm and just don't lose your composure.
You don't want to go for the home run early. You still have plenty of time to get back into this one. Here's Claiborne, takes the three, no good, can't get it to fall. Gonna be a jump ball call. Tolson and Vito High fighting for that last one. Multiple fans wanting a foul, but it will be Nacogdoches' possession under the basket. Officials convening now, just trying to figure out who gets the possession on that last one.
They're trying to figure out who got the ball first to start this quarter.
At the scores table across from us, the arrow is pointing to Nacogdoches' possession. Substitution being made. Jalen Stedman entering back into the ballgame with 4 fouls. Taking a seat will be the forward, Yoshi Parks. Officials decide that, yes, it will be Dragons ball. Weaver inbounds to Tutt. Here's Tutt. Guarded by McEwen. Needs to cross the timeline quickly. Doesn't want to get a 10-second call. McEwen doing a great job staying on the ball defensively here. Not a lot of fouls. McEwen having 4. Been guarding the predominant ball handler a lot. Seems to have tightened up his defense even more this fourth quarter. Wants to play smarter basketball here. Fantastic hands by Claiborne to get the steal. Long lead pass to High. Tips it behind him. Fantastic IQ play by Jalen Brown to keep possession for Nacogdoches. Very smart play.
That's a great recovery play there by Brown.
Most players just try to catch the ball and make the highlight play, but instead just tries to tip it back. Carmelo Claiborne with his first personal foul on that last one. 18th foul for the visiting Indians. Shooting 1 and 1 is Jalen Stedman. Officials blowing the whistle. Don't know what happened. Fans are wanting a lane violation. 4:20 left to go. McEwen comes out of the lane. Stedman shooting 1 and 1 here. Stedman shot up and good. Knocks down the front half of the 1 and 1 free throws here. We'll get one more.
Very interesting free throw routine there from a high school player, but if it works for him, it works for him.
Maybe trying to catch him off guard as he misses that one. Calvin Bryant with the board. Here comes Claiborne again. Claiborne to McEwen in the corner. Can't get it to go. Tough rebound by Bryant. Strong bucket. It's good. Count it. That's the bucket Jacksonville needed.
Big rebound there by Bryant for the and one.
One thing about about Calvin Bryant and Jalen Boyd. Boyd is a bit stockier, but is still athletic. Bryant is a lot lankier and still athletic. So if you're head coach Mark Alexander, as he misses the free throw, you have a lot of size and athleticism at the 4 through 5 spot, but you're not sacrificing anything agility-wise.
Yes, and that's a big thing, especially in high school sports.
Claiborne no good. McEwen with the rebound. Takes the shot himself. Instead, it's a pass to High. Goes up, back-to-back and ones for Jacksonville. On that last commercial break, Dre, verbatim, you said you smelt a run coming. Is this the run that you were talking about?
This is the run I'm talking about. This could potentially be a 4-point possession here for the Indians.
Jalen Brown, that last foul, his third personal foul, 17th foul. There's going to be a timeout taken. Going to be a timeout for Nacogdoches. It'll be a full timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back a couple, maybe 15 seconds earlier. You're watching the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network live viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
Welcome to the BAM Woman Show, live with Jen and Toya. The BAM Woman Show offers women, men, and children a platform to showcase their business, their brand, to share their story, their journey as an entrepreneur, offer advice, share life experiences. You can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn. You can send us an email at info@bamwomanmagazine.com. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bamwoman.com. Our show airs on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. We resume at the fourth quarter of play. Jacksonville still down 49-42. Quick update in college basketball here. The Baylor Bears falling to the Kansas Jayhawks by a score of 83-59. High back on the line for two. Dre, I see you nodding your head. Are you a Baylor fan?
Let's not talk about it. Back to the game.
High knocks down the free throw, the N1 free throw. Nacogdoches inbounding. It's going to be a lane violation. Jacksonville ball.
You can feel momentum turning here in the gym. You can feel it.
This almost feels like a neutral site game. A good equal dispersion of fans for both teams as Jermaine Taylor re-enters the ball game.
Yeah, it's not too far of a drive from Jacksonville here to Nacogdoches. So,
especially on a Saturday, very great turnout for both teams.
For sure, the fans traveled well here for the Indians.
Here's Claiborne. Under his own basket, McEwen, head fakes, takes a 17-foot jumper, no good. Fantastic rebound by Taylor. Taylor spins, given back up to McEwen. McEwen needs to get out of there. Here's High, step back, jumper, top of the key, no good. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Taylor again. That's back-to-back rebounds. Can't get it to go. High does the time, though. Great possession if you're Jacksonville, wouldn't you agree?
That is a 6-point possession there for the Indians.
We got us a ball game once again, 49-45, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the fourth. Here's Stedman, loses the basketball. Taylor with a steal, slows everything down. Here comes McEwen now.
That's a great job there by Taylor by not rushing the issue after the steal there.
McEwen swings to High. High steps through, drives, pump fakes, goes up. Great athletic finish. Bossier Paris is going to have one heck of a player next season as High knocks down the easy deuce in the lane. Here comes Tut. 2-on-1 situation for Taylor. Takes the free throw line jumper. Rattles it through. Might have been a travel, but the officials say he kept his feet. Knocks down the bucket, stopping the bleeding for Nacogdoches. 51-47 your score. 2:45 left to go. Here's Claiborne now. Gets the screen. Steps back. Here's McEwen. Skips through. High arcing shot. Woo! Tough finish. Knocks it down. Timeout taken. That timeout is going to be taken by Jacksonville. Still waiting on what the timeout length will be.
11-2 run there by the Indians.
And capping off that run, Jacksonville will take a full timeout. We'll take that full timeout with them. You're on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live View. We're powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler. We're back here on the Antler Sports Network. Your score here in Nacogdoches, Texas. The Indians 49, the Dragons 51. 2.5 minutes left to go in this ball game. This is bound to be a close one. Almost an anchor breaker. Could have gotten that steal there. Doesn't get it, however. Here's Stedman driving high on him. Has him on his back. Crowd walking through the lane. Can't get it to go. Taylor with the rebound. Can't get it to go either. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor's done a heck of a job on the glass for Jacksonville, keeping them in this ball game. McEwen, skip pass.
What a pass.
Fantastic pass to Jermaine Taylor. Easy deuce in the lane. Ties your ball game at 51. Dre, the run continues. You predicted it. I got to give it to you. Woo! Tough layup. Fantastic finish by Tay Tilly. Standing at about 6'4". Almost could have dunked it on him. 53-51 your score. Minute 52 to go. Here's Claiborne. Swings it to McEwen. To Gibson. In the corner, High, three, got it to go.
Big shot there by High.
We said at the beginning of the fourth quarter, big-time players make big-time plays. Exhibit A, Vito High in the corner from downtown. Jacksonville taking back the lead, 54-53. Stedman takes the three, kicks it to Tut instead. Air ball, might have want to take that three himself. Here's Taylor now, even 2-on-2 break, takes it up himself. Can't get the bucket to go, but does get the foul.
Taylor called his own number there on that transition.
Damari Weaver done a great job on the offensive defensive end, staying disciplined. That's his first personal foul.
He's played a well of a game here. Two big free throws here by Taylor coming up.
Here's Taylor taking his time. Shots up, knocks it down. 55-53, still a one-possession game if you're Nacogdoches. Is it time to press the panic button if you're the Dragons?
No, a minute 19 left, man. It's a couple possessions left in this game here. No need to hit the panic button.
Both teams standing at 18 fouls each. Just short on that last free throw, rebounded by the Dragons. It's the biggest possession of the game if you're Nacogdoches, however. You need to try to keep this game close. Here's Stedman, over to Tut. Tut at the top of the key. Fantastic job keeping his dribble is Jalen Brown. Here's Stedman. Stedman takes a screen. Way downtown. Can't get it to go. Rebound Claiborne. This, ironically, could be the biggest possession for Jacksonville. They could go for a dagger or keep Nacogdoches in this ball game.
Well, they could just hold the ball. They are up to, they do not have to take a shot here.
Intentional foul made by Jalen Brown. That's his fourth foul. If you're Nacogdoches, are you sending somebody else to make that foul, or do you just want to get the foul off as quickly as possible?
You just want to get the foul off as quick as possible. You need as many possessions left in this game, especially with you being down.
Devin McEwen on the line. He has 4 fouls to himself as well. First shot on the 1-and-1. No good. Rebounded by Tilly. Big miss there. Could come back to bite him in the rear. 30 seconds left. Here's Tutt. Tutt drives over to Stedman. Stedman wanted that 3 but couldn't get it. Saves it. Ball's out of bounds. Jacksonville possession.
What a great trap there on the first pass there by Jacksonville to force that turnover. He had nowhere to go after that dribble handoff.
Stedman a lot shorter, standing at what seems to be about a good 5'10". Great job by Jacksonville using their size to kind of block the view. Here's Vito high now, guarded by Stedman. Could be the last shot. Triple team. Gets the ball out. It's going to be to Claiborne on the far side. This could be the last possession of the game, but they do foul, and that'll be Jalen Brown's 5th. He is done for the ball game. A big anchor on offense and defense for Nacogdoches is no longer available.
Jacksonville did a good job here in the second half of not committing too many fouls. They only committed 1 foul here in this fourth quarter, whereas Nacogdoches committed 6, I believe, in this fourth quarter.
Number 22, Tim Cox coming back into the ball game. Could be time to make some offense-defense substitutions here if your head coach, Tony Lehman, and Nacogdoches here.
No question.
Shots up. Knocks it down. 3-point game, 12 seconds to go. This could be another ending for the ages. If you were here on the Antler Sports Network not too long ago, we had a classic ending between Brownsboro and Brook Hill. We could be bound for another one here, but 2-possession game now. Here's Stedman fighting with his own teammate. Here he goes. I bet you he's going to try to take a quick 3 here. Gives it up to Toe. Stedman way downtown. Got it! From way downtown. Stedman takes it himself. 3 seconds left to go. Timeout taken. We'll take that timeout with him here on the Antler Sports Network. And the Antler Sports Network live viewer brought to you by Thompson Tire and Services.
A car is one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's how you get to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat it as such? Whenever your car needs some tender love and care, visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue, just 5 minutes south from Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under-the-hood experience to ensure that your car runs to the best of its ability. Any make, any model, any year, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in East Texas. Open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends.
Couple of seconds left to go in the fourth quarter of play. Jacksonville still up 57-56. Dre, what's the game plan if you're Jacksonville coming out of this timeout? You got the ball, couple seconds left. What do you want to do here to secure this dub on the road?
You just need to inbound the ball. Inbound the ball right now is just half the battle. You get the inbound in, you run off a second of the clock, and that gives the Dragons time enough to draw up 1 shot for 1 possession. You cannot. The big thing here is you cannot turn the ball over.
That's been a focal point from you, Dre, personally, since before the game tipped off. Both teams need to control the turnover battle. Here's the inbound. Foul is going to be on Kieran Tutt, his first personal foul, 11-team foul.
And that is half the battle right there.
Still 3 seconds left. On the line is going to be Devin McEwen. Jacksonville on February the 8th will be facing Huntsville at home. First shot, no good. Misses the first free throw. Huntsville tied for the 4th and final playoff spot with these Nacogdoches Dragons. This is a big game for both teams when it comes to final positioning. Second shot, no good. 3 seconds left, timeout called. 2.1 seconds left to go. We're going to take that same timeout with them. We can have another classic on our hands. It's the Antler Sports Network, powered by Thompson Tire and Services and Wings Inc., the official wing of the Antler Sports Network.
Wings Inc. of Tyler believes there's no such thing as too many wings. With 16 flavors ranging from barbecue to Caribbean jerk, you'll be sure to find a favorite. Feed the crew no matter their hunger with 50, 75, and 100-piece wing combos available for all your game day festivities. Don't want wings? Wings Inc. has specialty fries and even wedge salads. Try the shrimp and avocado salad, topped with fresh Cajun boiled shrimp and vibrant avocado with your choice of 5 dressings. Watch the game on our large 65-inch TV while enjoying the best wings in East Texas. Find Wings Inc. at 16669 FM 2493 Old Jacksonville Highway in Tyler, just 3 miles south of Fresh.
2 seconds left, 1 point game. Jacksonville 57, Nacogdoches 56. I asked you the Jacksonville game plan as they come out of their timeout with possession. Let's flip it to the other side now. If you're Nac, what are you doing? Send maybe a back screen or just a straight up kick and shoot?
You need to get something. You need to get something here going towards the rim. And if you're Jacksonville, you need to protect the rim. If they make a deep three here to win the game, they have to go the length of the court now. That changes a lot of things now. If you're Jacksonville, you could just guard the home run because you really only have enough time for.
Timeout taken by Jacksonville.
That's a great time out there by Mark Alexander just to see what they're in and what set they're going to run.
We're going to take that timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler.
To make winning decisions, you need a championship team in your corner. Monument Realty, led by Anthony Hyder, is that championship team. With countless houses sold in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you're sure to score the right abode for you and your family. If finding the perfect home is in your future's game plan, then Monument Realty and Anthony Hyder are your perfect play call to get the job done. Monument Realty in Frisco, Texas, the official realtor company of the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and the Antler Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Antler Sports Network. Jacksonville taking that last time out. Still 2 seconds left. Dre, you had some thoughts before we went back on the break before that last time out. What do you have to say for Jacksonville?
For Jacksonville, the most important thing here is you don't foul. Because for Nacogdoches, you have one catch. You cannot make 2 passes here, otherwise the game is over with. For Nacogdoches, the ball needs to go past half court.
Here's Tutt. Inbounding. Can't find anything. Here's Stedman. Stedman from deep. No! Just short. And that is your ball game. Jacksonville survives at home. 57-56. Jacksonville finds a way to squeak it out on the road. We're going to have an interview with Jacksonville head coach Mark Alexander just in a minute. We're going to pause for 30 seconds here on the Antler Sports Network and the Antler Sports Network Live Viewer, powered by Thompson Tire and Services.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
Here on the Antler Sports Network, we have our own Dre Watkins with an interview with the winning head coach of with the Jacksonville Indians, Mark Alexander. Dre, over to you.
JV from last year and really stepped up. So we expected to go to the playoffs. We're trying to peak at the right time and get our best brand of basketball out there before we get to the playoffs. So,
all righty. And last question is, what are some things that you could take away from this game for your kids on both sides of the basketball?
Well, it's kind of difficult because, we weren't hitting shots and we were a little bit off sync. Our timing was off offensively and defensively just because we haven't been able to get the reps the last 2 days. So obviously the first thing that we're going to address is, blocking out, jumping to the ball, getting midline, and just some of the things that we didn't do tonight that, we just kind of forgot about. And it's the things that we've been hanging our hat on all season, but it's just like everything else. If you don't think about it, you stop doing it. So.
All righty. Well, thank you, Coach, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Keandre.
Quick thank you to Dre Watkins for that last interview. And that's all the time we have. Thank you all for watching this broadcast of Texas High School basketball on the Antler Sports Network. For Dre Watkins, for Trayvon James, and for Jared Jones, good night, everybody.